morning. I am Diane Macedo. Thanks for streaming with us. In today's update, Israel and Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire after 11 days of nearly nonstop airstrikes and rocket attacks. Crowds in Gaza paraded through the streets overnight, celebrating the agreement without any conditions. But both sides are claiming victory, and tensions are still high. Israeli forces clashed with protesters at the Al-Aqsa Mosque again today, which has become a flashpoint of the conflict. Reporters are now seeing the devastation in Gaza close up as the border reopens. More than 70,000 people there have been made homeless by the bombings. And President Biden is set to award the Medal of Honor to Korean War veteran Ralph Puckett Jr. today. Puckett drew enemy fire and exposed himself to danger multiple times to allow his Rangers to fire and destroy on enemy positions, leaving him gravely injured. This will be the first time President Biden bestows this honor as president. He'll also meet with South Korean President Moon Jae-in and hold a joint press conference at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll bring that to you live when it happens. And the U.S. seems to be turning a corner on the pandemic. The 7-day average of COVID cases is now at the lowest level in nearly a year, an 18% drop from last week. But now new mask mandates and debates are growing across the country. Iowa's governor signed a law banning communities and schools from requiring masks, despite pushback from opposing lawmakers. There are also new questions about how long vaccine protection will last. The CEO of Moderna says the first groups who got vaccinated back in December might need booster shots as early as September. And Pfizer says boosters might be needed 8 to 12 months after being fully vaccinated. Well, the NBA playoffs are officially underway, and as many teams invite fans back to the arenas, they're also promoting vaccinations there. The Brooklyn Nets, for example, will have vaccination sites set up across the street from the Barclays Center on game days. Whit Johnson is at the Barclays Center with more on that and how the team is welcoming back fans. Hi, Whit.
Diane, good morning. The Brooklyn Nets kick off the playoffs here at Barclays Center tomorrow with more than 10,000 fans expected in the stands. This will be the biggest crowd in this arena since the pandemic began. Fans can also get vaccinated here with a chance to win free playoff tickets. It's another round of incentives and another step closer to normal. I want to put basketball aside for a moment. Sure. What does it mean to the team, the people who work here in this community, to be able to put thousands of fans back in this arena?
You know, I'll tell you from my own perspective, talking to our fans, staff, players, everyone, for many of us, this pandemic really became real when the NBA suspended their season back in March. And that's when we knew, wow, something really big is up. So I think in a similar way, the CDC and the state of New York announcing that we could reopen this building to full capacity and that as long as people were vaccinated, they didn't have to socially distance, they didn't have to wear their masks. I think in many ways the return of basketball is a signal that we're coming up on the end of this crisis.
And as you mentioned, it was back in March. I mean, we're talking, 14 months ago.
Exactly.
People who work here have been through a lot since then. What about on an emotional level to not only get to the playoffs, but to say, hey, this is a step closer to normal?
Yeah, it's 100% a step closer to normal, and we're able to not only bring our fans back, but you think of all the workers who are here, the people who work in the concession stands, the ticket takers, et cetera. They're so excited to be back at work. So, yes, this is one small step, we believe, but an important one, a symbolic one for New York City getting back and up and on its feet.
New York is also jumping on the bandwagon with its Vax and Scratch lottery, announcing prizes up to $5 million. And this morning, the White House says that it's partnering up with dating apps to encourage people to get their shots and allowing users to showcase their vaccination status. Diane?
All right, Whit Johnson, thanks for that. And hurricane season is right around the corner, and it's expected to be an active one. The first potential named storm of the year is already brewing in the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z is in Seabright, New Jersey, with the forecast. Good morning, Ginger.
Diane, thank you. I cannot believe we are almost at hurricane season officially, and we've already got 2 areas of interest. I'm here along the Jersey Shore in Seabright, New Jersey, because we just wanted to remind everybody we've got this vulnerable East Coast, but also Gulf Coast, and the official hurricane forecast is coming out and is not looking good. It's above average, so we may see a lot of action this season. So after we look at this beautiful shot of the beach, I rarely get to be at the beach when it's nice. I'm usually here only when it's storming. I do want to share with you those 2 areas, one way out in the Atlantic that could impact impact Bermuda and certainly going to cause high surf here, but also the one that is in the Gulf of Mexico. That is increasing its chances of development, but no matter what it becomes or doesn't become, it's going to drop a lot of rain from southeast Texas right through the coast of Louisiana. So if you're Port Arthur, Beaumont, Texarkana, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, you're all looking for potentially 3 to 6 inches of rain falling really fast on areas that already had 20 inches this week. Not going to be good. So on top of all of this, I wanted to also show you the actual numbers. So that we anticipate 6 to 10 hurricanes this season, or NOAA does, and they were saying that 3 to 5 of those could be major. Diane, I always like to remind people that no matter what the forecast is, it's really about what makes landfall. Because you could have a super busy season and they could all hang out, be fish storms, as we call them, where they're out in the ocean, don't impact land. You can have a slow season and have one bad storm, like Andrew. That was the only landfalling storm that season, and we know how bad that was. So it's good to keep that in mind as we get ready and have time to prepare for this hurricane season starting June 1st. Diane?
A fish storm. I learned something new today, Ginger. Thank you. And Prince Harry is opening up in a new series with Oprah about mental health. Our Robin Roberts sat down with them for a candid conversation about the power of emotional well-being and the struggle so many are experiencing right now. Here's Robin Roberts.
All over the world, people are in some kind of mental, psychological, emotional pain.
Oprah's now teaming up with Prince Harry to pull back the curtain on mental health.
There is no shame in this. And actually, I can use any part of my own experience that might assist or help other people who have similar issues, similar traumas.
Creating candid and intimate conversations with celebrities.
I've been through it and people need help.
And everyday people discussing the power of emotional well-being.
The best that we can all do collectively is continue to talk and share stories that are so relatable to so many people around the world.
Oprah, storytelling, it's through people feeling comfortable, and there's something about you, my friend, it's a comfort zone. Why is it so important for people to have this forum, to be able to share their stories, to know that they're not alone?
Well, one of the things that Prince Harry and I wanted was to have people understand that mental wellness, mental fitness is a spectrum, and that we're all on the spectrum. In the United States, specifically, 1 out of 5 people admit to some kind of mental health struggle. So that means that everybody either is or knows somebody who is going through something. So I know that one of the lessons of 25 years of listening to people's stories is that everybody wants to be heard, they want to be seen, they want to know that they matter.
The duo detailing their creative process.
I will have to say, Harry was in every meeting. He was there, usually on Zoom before I was, and turning in his notes before I did. And I was like, oh, Harry turned in his notes already. So
I didn't know it was a competition. Now that I know, I'm very glad I did.
Every time you beat me with the notes, Harry, every time.
Prince Harry, who's been a champion of mental health for several years, opening up about his own journey, including the passing of his mother, Princess Diana. You were 12 years old at the time. You didn't process it. That others who didn't even know your mother, we were able to show our grief. And you, because of the position that you were in, were not able to.
There are so many people of all ages that need to heal, and that also are, for one reason or another, unable to heal, or maybe unaware that they need to heal.
So 4 years ago, only after meeting Meg, did you start the process of trying to figure it out? You hadn't tried it before? No.
And I quickly established that if this relationship was going to work, that I was going to have to deal with my past. If we hold on to grief, it manifests itself and appears later in life. That is what I've learned from this process.
The trauma of losing a parent, something Zach Williams, son of the late Robin Williams, also shares in the project.
Zach's story is a classic example when the sort of the parallel thread between what happened with him at his age and what happened to me at my age. It's remarkably similar, but there was one thing that he said in a follow-up conversation, which was his service to others has helped heal him. And I think that was a really key moment for Oprah, myself, and Zach when we were on a separate call, for us to go, wow, it's true in Oprah, in your career. It's been true for me in starting the Invictus Games. To be able to create something to watch other people heal is part of our own healing process. And I think that compassionate element of that, being able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and being able to somehow be able to help in that healing process is absolutely critical.
I think lots of people have been through grief, particularly this year, have lost parents. Some people have lost both parents due to COVID, lost relatives, lost friends, and have not been able to grieve properly. So I think hearing someone like Harry talk about it, or hearing other people share how their inability to really step into the moment and do the grieving in a way that could be helpful to them at the time allows other people to see themselves.
Prince Harry, can you talk a little bit more about how the pandemic has had an effect?
I think globally, we've now all had a shared experience. We've experienced something similar, albeit in different aspects and different locations around the world. We've all felt things that we've probably never felt before. And that, to me, says that we should now be talking about things that we've never talked about before.
All right, our thanks to Robin Roberts for that interview. And when we come back, it is Feel Good Friday. We're going to introduce you to the 10-year-old who just became one of the youngest American chess masters ever. He joins us live after the break. Welcome back. It is time for Feel Good Friday, where we bring you a little good news heading into the weekend. Today, it's all about 10-year-old Tani Adewume. Before he and his family fled Nigeria in 2017, Tani developed an interest in chess. And after only 1 year of learning how to play, he won the 2019 New York State chess title for his age group. After that win, his chess coach set up a GoFundMe, which allowed Tani's family to get out of a homeless shelter and into an apartment. And after now winning all 4 of his matches at the Fairfield County Chess Club Championship Tournament on May 1st, Tani has become one of the youngest people ever to reach chess master. And I'm so glad that Tani joined me live now to tell us a little bit more about his story. Tani, thanks so much for being here. First of all, huge congratulations. How does it feel to be one of the youngest chess masters at just 10 years old?
So it feels very wonderful. I'm really happy that happened. I feel like there's just this much energy inside my body and it's about to explode. I'm so happy that this happened, and it feels very wonderful and relieving because since the pandemic, I've been trying to get in for some time now. So getting National Master and even just having the title, it's really wonderful.
Well, we are so happy right along with you, Tani. What made you gravitate toward chess at such a young age? What did you love about it right off the start?
So when I started, I would say that I didn't really have anything else to do. So I was like, why not go for it?
And so how did you go from, mine as well, to something that you love this much?
You said?
How did you go from something that you figured, I got nothing else to do, I might as well. How did you go from that to something that you love this much and are this good at?
I mean, it's God. He did what he needed to do. And I went through that game. I did the practice lessons. I did this and that to get me higher in the ranks, hard work, and this is where I am today.
What would you say? Is there a secret to becoming a good chess player? Do you have tips for others?
Hard work, that's it.
How many hours a day do you spend playing chess?
Up to 11 hours.
You spend up to 11 hours every day playing chess?
Yes, after school from 8:30 to 2 o'clock.
Wow. So how does it feel knowing that all that hard work and all your success up until this point not only got you all the obvious accolades that you have, but also helped your family to get out of a homeless shelter and put their lives together after coming to this country as refugees?
So I would say they're very excited and everything that happened. I would say they're very happy that this happened and very grateful that this happened.
And very proud, I'm sure, too. Now you're not only a chess master, but you're also an author. So tell me about your book.
Oh, so let me show it here.
Yes, please.
So here, this is the London book. All the people here in London, you can get the book here. And here is the adult version. My name is Tanya, and I believe in miracles. As you see, there's Lady Liberty over here. And then here, this is a young reader's version. It's like almost like a paper book. And here is the kids. You can't forget the kids. And this is Tanya's new home. Here, animation. And the book, I would say, is basically about our life and how everything really started and how it's getting even better. And maybe little facts that people didn't know about us at the start.
And the title of the book is My Name is Tani and I Believe in Miracles. Why did you decide to call it that?
Because I believe in miracles, and my name is Tani. I would say my name is Tani, and I believe in miracles because what happened to my family is definitely 100% a miracle.
And Tani, what message do you want people out there, kids or adults, who may be feeling unlucky in life and are feeling like they can't accomplish their dreams? What's your message to them today?
That you have to just keep going, put hard work, put determination, that you never lose, that you only learn. Because when you lose, you made a mistake to lose that game. So when you look back at the game, you see what to do next time, and then you win. So basically, you're learning. So losing is actually a way of winning for yourself. And also, talent. So also, hard work beats talent. Talent does not have hard work. So you need to put in a lot of hard work.
You're right about that. And finally, Tani, I got to ask you, who's your stylist? Because you are looking extra sharp today.
Oh, my mom and dad.
Tani, big thanks to you for being on this show. Big thanks to Mom and Dad for all they've done to help you get to this point. We so appreciate telling your story. Good luck, and we can't wait to have you back on when you're Grandmaster, which we know will happen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tani. And that does it for this ABC News Live update. I'm Diane Macedo. Thanks for joining us. And remember, ABC News Live is here for you all day with the latest news, context, and analysis. Stay safe and have a great weekend, everybody.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.